journalist and the founder of the website Space Up Close. Ken, good to have you on the show. You've witnessed many events like this, over 100 launches. You've reported on numerous missions. If you could explain to our viewers how the mission has been going in the lead up to this historic docking.
Well, it's going very well. We had a spectacular launch just about 24 hours ago, and just about 20 minutes ago, less than 20 minutes ago, the 4 astronauts docked at the International Space Station, as you just showed on your video. So everything is going really excellent right now. We had some delays in launching because of weather. We had hurricane issues here last week, and that impacted the launch weather as well as the landing weather, but they successfully launched and they recovered the first stage booster. So that's important too, because they want to reuse this booster on the next crew launch, which will happen about a month from now. So the astronauts just arrived and they'll open the hatch and enter the space station a few hours from now.
All right, let's take a look at this event from 100 miles up. With this mission, where are we on the path of regularly sending astronauts to and from the International Space Station for NASA?
That's a great question, because we're now on a regular path. We haven't been able to launch American astronauts for 9 years from U.S. soil. But now, with SpaceX, this is their second crewed mission in the last 6 months. So we're well on the way. Everything went flawless with the launch. Everything went flawless with the docking. It's a new commercial space era, so it's really exciting. It's going to cut the cost. We will be working with the Russians instead of being dependent on the Russians from now. So it's real exciting.
Talking about cutting costs, of course, SpaceX is just the first company to send up people. Soon, NASA could have even more options for flying its astronauts, right?
That's exactly right. NASA selected 2 companies back in 2014, Boeing and SpaceX, to develop commercial crew vehicles. SpaceX developed the Crew Dragon, and Boeing is developing the Starliner, which will launch on the Atlas rocket that also happened to launch a few days ago, a launch of an Atlas. So there'll be 2 ways to get to space, and that's really important. And then beyond that, NASA is also developing the Orion spacecraft to go back to the moon. That will launch on the SLS rocket. So we'll actually have 3 ways to get our astronauts into space, 2 to the space station and 1 to deep space, moon, and Mars. So it's real exciting after a long pause to be able to get our people, and also international astronauts. There's a Japanese astronaut on this mission, and there will be other Europeans and Japanese and Canadians flying on future missions, as well as people who want to fly. Tom Cruise is going to fly on one of these missions. So there'll be people from all over the world being able to fly when we have now this regular cadence of missions.
Mission Impossible made possible. All right, we showed some video of astronauts in the ISS sort of running on a treadmill, playing with food in zero-gravity environment. I mean, this crew of 4 is going to be spending about a half a year up in the space station. What type of activities are they going to be doing throughout this time?
Well, they'll be doing a lot of science, and actually now it's a crew of 7. There were 3 astronauts there, 2 Russians, and 1 American astronaut. Now we're going to have 7, and this is the first time we will have 7 people. And the International Space Station is designed for science. So now with the 7th crew member up there, we're going to be able to more than double the science accomplished each week, because that 7th crew member will devote most of their time to science. And they'll be doing astronomy, they'll be doing biology, they'll be doing chemistry, which is what I am. We're looking at vaccine development, material science development, so all kinds of things that will benefit people here on Earth. There'll be basic research as well as applied research in pharmaceuticals. So it's very exciting.
So, Ken, I'm sure you can see these live pictures up right now. This is the
Yes.
the door of the
live,
International
yes.
Space Station that's looking out towards the SpaceX craft. Just tell us what's going to happen over the next couple hours.
Yeah, in a few hours, they're doing leak checks right now. They just docked. They have to make sure they have a hard dock, so they're tightening the hooks and the latches to make sure there's no leaks. After that's done, they have 2 hatches that they have to open, one on the Dragon side and another one here on the space station side, which you see. After that is confirmed that the pressure is equalized and it's safe and there's no toxic gases or anything like that, they'll actually open the hatches. After that, the 4 astronauts will float through, 3 3 U.S. and 1 Japanese. They'll float through that docking ring there, that docking tunnel, and then they'll have a welcoming ceremony, and then, they'll get to work. And they'll be there, like we just spoke, for 6 months doing a lot of great science that will benefit all humanity here. So very exciting. Their day is not over yet. They still got a long day of work to do.
All right, Ken Kramer, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much. And go visit his website, Space Up Close. That's the address. Thank you very much.